Well, good morning, guys. Thank you. This is Don Burns. I am Lakeland. We're in Cohatch. Cohatch let me use this room. I appreciate it. I have Brigette. What's your last name?
Garcia.
Garcia and Marco from Garcia's Limo.
Garcia's Events and Limos.
Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We enjoy being here.
You guys, we were just talking about, I assumed that you were Lakeland. You knew Lakeland so much, but just tell me where you're from and how things started and what brought you to Lakeland?
I grew up in Sweden.
Sweden.
And we came to Miami back in 1984. And then I had a friend that moved up here to Lakeland in the 90s and got married, and I came up here to be in her wedding and loved it. We didn't end up moving here until 2011. So we haven't been in Lakeland all that long, but we love it here.
So you were born in Sweden, and
my mother decided we should go to the U.S., so here we are.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's very unusual, and then you just loved it so much. You've been here for 30.
something.
Wow.
More years than I care to admit to, actually.
Fantastic. And Marco, where are you originally from?
I was born in Chile.
Chile?
Yes, and moved here in 1981. Actually, my parents came here on their honeymoon and decided to stay.
Wow.
1978.
So
I stayed with my uncle for 2 years, and then I was missing my dad, and I told him, please, can I come and stay with you? He says, yes.
well, all right.
So I came here when I was 15 years old.
15. Wow. See, my kids were born and raised here, and they're used to this hot air, but I'm from Cincinnati, and I'm still not used to this heat. But I love Lakeland, don't get me wrong. Lakeland, it's like a giant magnet. When you come here, you can't leave.
Well, it's in the middle of everything, because you got
really
East and West, Orlando and Tampa. We're right in the middle.
And close to South Florida, close to, everything else.
Absolutely, and there's like 9 million people between here, Tampa and Orlando, 9 million people. I've heard about that.
That's
So
crazy.
there's plenty of business to be getting.
And it keeps on growing.
Yeah.
So when did you guys start? How long you guys been doing Garcia's Limo?
Almost 2 years now. And it came about because him and our older daughter was talking about getting a party bus. And I said, a party bus is really expensive. Let's try for a limo. So that's where it started. We started with one, got super busy. So we ended up buying a second one. And we've done weddings and quinceañeras, and we do other things like florals and centerpieces and decorations and photography and all of those things. Planning, whatever goes into all of those events. But it's been super busy.
Do you guys do any of the planning and stuff? So what's the total circle of services that you offer?
It's everything from planning your event to executing your event to wrapping up your event to providing your transportation for your event.
So anything and everything.
Anything and everything.
And what is that website?
It's garciaseventsandlimos.com.
garciaseventsandlimos.com.
And it's being revamped right now, so it should be ready shortly.
And will people be able to go on and schedule there online? Or
They'll
just
have
to
to
research?
They can research, but calling is always better.
Okay.
Especially if you're talking about planning something, we need to really do that in person, I feel like.
And how far out do people normally book out?
It depends. We have, events into next year already. So it just depends. I mean, weddings and things, you typically schedule a year and a half, 2 years sometimes out.
Are you serious? I had no idea.
Yeah, oh yeah. So we offer that. We also offer florals for rent, so that if you have a bride or even for a quinceañera that, the girls typically have a bouquet of flowers, we can do those as a rental because a lot of people don't keep their florals after, so.
Oh, that's right.
So
I never
there
thought
is-
about that.
There are some options.
So the whole gamut of special occasion, give you guys a call. If you can't answer, you'll know her. Sure you work with other people?
Oh, absolutely. We have venues that we work with. We have, caterers that we work with, bakers that we work with, other people that can definitely be instrumental in any kind of event that you might be having.
Absolutely. What did you do before?
I've
If you don't mind me asking.
been in the restaurant business my whole entire life, and actually, just recently left that.
The restaurant. That's what I did before this.
Really?
But I was a dishwashing repairman.
Oh, okay.
I repaired the dishwashers, dish machines,
Like
the
Ecolab.
washers, like Ecolab.
Uh-huh.
They were our competitor. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anytime the dishes weren't getting clean, I'd get that call and I would have to go and service the machine, try to get those glasses clean and everything.
Yeah, it's always a mess. I've done everything in the restaurant industry, from managing to serving to dishes.
Too many years.
Yeah.
Too many
Yeah.
years of it,
Yes.
to the point where I had to have back surgery, so yeah.
Yes, she
my-
did.
Couple
That's
years
my
ago.
problem, is my
Couple-
back.
Couple of years ago, so that also, the business was started right around that time that I had my back surgery. So, cause it was just time to do
Did
something
the
different.
back surgery go well?
It went very well,
Oh,
very
good.
well, yes.
Cause I've heard of, cause they've offered to work on mine
Mhm.
and, they won't give me better than 50-50.
Oh,
They said 50% work and 50% won't work. I was like, well, that's no freaking odds.
no, mine was easy, I
Yeah,
mean, I
but
would do it
at
again.
first, she didn't wanna do it.
No,
Oh,
it was
wow.
very scary when I was
Yes.
told I had to do it, but once I did it, and the way that it was done, and my incision is literally this big on my
Oh,
back.
wow.
It was,
And
I would
all
do
the
it.
pain went away.
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
It did. I have some nerve damage, but other than that, in my toe, but that's
Oh.
about the extent of
That's
it.
a blessing.
I have no issues now.
Cause I'd still take the drugs to hide the pain. I know it's getting
Yeah.
worse and worse and worse, but I'm just masking it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and that's not good. It's not good.
I know. Well, they first offered me the option, like when my kids were like 2 and 3, and
Oh,
I was
wow.
like,
Wow,
I can't be laid up. If they screw up,
right,
I'm laid out for my kids the whole way
Mhm.
growing up.
right, what are you gonna do?
So I passed and I'm just taking the
Hmm.
pills,
And that's
the
all I
back
was doing, that's all I was doing too, and it's not,
and it worked for you.
it worked for me.
Awesome.
Most of my pain was in my leg. Cause
Yeah.
it was pushing, cause I had a nice size growth. But I woke up and I was like, I have absolutely no pain in my leg.
Oh,
My leg
can't
feels
imagine that.
$1 million, so, yeah.
Yeah,
It was very good for me.
My feet are on fire. I mean,
I
fire.
get it,
The sciatic and all that.
yeah, I
Oh,
get it,
the
and I
needles.
worked through all of that on my feet.
I did for a
in the
while.
restaurant. Yeah,
And I finally gave up in 2017. I was like, I can't
Yeah.
do it no more, guys.
yeah, I literally just gave mine up just the other day, to be honest.
Are you serious?
I did,
Well,
yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you, it's
Move
very-
on to the next chapter.
Very liberating, I'll tell you.
It is, yeah.
It wasn't exactly the way I had planned it, but sometimes things work out the way they're supposed to, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, go to your website, or what's the phone number people can
It
contact
is
you?
863-213-4233, and you can reach us.
Wonderful.
anytime.
So if there's any birthday parties, I guess we're past the graduations now.
Yeah.
And we were really busy.
You
Very
were?
busy,
Oh, my
very
Lord.
busy.
Oh,
Proms,
good. We
actually had-
right.
2 in one night,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
back to back.
But there's other things. I mean, sometimes we've done just going to a football game. We've going
Concerts.
to concerts. I mean,
Yes.
all those things.
VIP treatment.
Absolutely.
And I actually picked up a passenger of Lakeland Airport the other night,
Okay.
Yeah,
and I parked right next to the jet.
on the
Pick them
tarmac.
up.
Who was it?
Some
Or-
big wig from up north, some executive from up north coming
One
in on a private
passenger in the whole plane.
Wow.
plane.
So some people got some resources.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, for
It ain't me, but someone's
I
got it.
know, me either. I see, they're not yet.
And that was
anyway.
a day before he was arriving, correct? Or 2
No, it
days?
was the same day, I think.
Same day?
Yeah.
Wow, so you guys can even
Yeah,
book it right then and there. Oh, that's good to know because
absolutely.
there
And
are
now-
those customers.
Yeah, and now we've added airport transportation, so we have an SUV that will hold up to 7. Well, 6, I guess, with luggage.
Okay.
So that's an option now.
And is that Tampa or is that
Either one.
Either
Either
or.
one.
Tampa or?
Orlando.
Preferably,
Orlando.
preferably Tampa, because Orlando is.
It's hard.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
It's so
Traffic.
hard to get to
Traffic.
Orlando.
Woo.
Yeah. It's
But-
getting worse too.
Oh,
It
yes.
is.
You know, we went on vacation to Minnesota a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
We came back at 10 o'clock at night, and it was the first time we ever gone through the entire Orlando, that gates
Uh-huh.
exit. We had no problems. The next day or whatever, we come back and it was locked up, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, back when we first moved here, I was working for a restaurant by Disney, and not in Disney, but by Disney. And there was days that I could get to work in 45 minutes. That's when it was mapped. And then there was days when it took me 2 hours. So, and that's how it is now. You know, you can get to the airport in an hour, but sometimes it could be 3 hours.
As
You
soon
just
as you
don't know.
hit 27 on
Yeah,
I-4,
then you're done.
you're done.
You're just
Yeah.
done.
You
Yeah.
are
And
done.
it's not getting better.
No.
It's not getting better. It's
No,
getting worse.
yeah, because
We're
they're
going the wrong
building,
direction.
they're building and building.
And the way
building.
there is, like I said, past 27, and the way here is Disney.
Yeah. for
No,
sure.
no matter what day of the week or
Yeah.
what time,
It doesn't matter.
it's always backed up.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to go through Disney to go to Universal. We got
Yes.
this, we alternate.
Yeah,
This year it's the Universal tickets that we got,
uh-huh,
and it's just a pain in the rear.
it
We
is.
usually just go for like 3 or 4 hours,
Yeah.
We'll go in the morning before it gets hot and come
Yeah.
back. Even then, it's,
And it's so
No, as a
busy.
matter of fact, I had a prom in Universal.
oh wow.
One in Disney and one in Universal we had this year. But,
Yeah.
and it's always busy, it's always
Yeah.
busy.
Well, it's nice.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say that you guys provide the service of letting people relax.
Yeah,
If you hire Garcia's, you don't have to worry about the traffic at all.
No.
Sit
Yeah.
back, relax,
Enjoy it.
get to there, do your work that you need to do. Let us take over the
absolutely.
driving. That's what it's
Let
about.
us, let us plan so you can stress less.
That's right.
And that's it, it's very simple.
So you're going nowhere. You're a Lakelander.
Yeah, we're not planning on going anywhere. We're not
And
planning, we're gonna stay here for the foreseeable future anyway, all our kids are here. So,
Limos.
yeah, and limos and trucks and automobiles and whatever else those things are, I don't know.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
If there's anything else that you guys can think of, I'd plug it now.
I don't know, do we
You
have?
guys
anything?
have excellent Google reviews.
We do,
Yes, we do.
we do,
That's
do.
awesome.
Yes.
we do.
That seems to be a little bit of a trend right now.
It really is, and not everybody's gonna leave a review, so you may not have as many as you like, but slowly but surely they'll come.
Yeah, and if you provide the service, you'll get the good reviews.
Oh, of
Exactly.
course,
And-
yes.
Cause that's as a consumer, one of the first things I do is look at the reviews. Sometimes I go down to the ones and see why and how recent something went
That's
wrong.
what I do, that's what I look at, why did they get a bad review? And then, from being customer service, you're like, okay, that was a customer service issue, that wasn't necessarily a provider issue.
Right.
That may have just been, bad communication or whatever it is, so, yeah.
Even mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
to
yeah.
good companies, mistakes
Absolutely.
happen. As long as you can explain it, the
address
situation,
it,
most
yeah.
people will.
Oh, agreed, absolutely,
over.
100%.
And we also were, I assume, well, according to her, we're the only Lakeland limo business available.
That's a big benefit.
Well, there's
Yes.
no other limos, there's other transportation, but no limos in Lakeland, currently.
Yeah, I know that when I was in Toronto, I wanted to rent a car a couple days, and then I used Lyft,
Mm-hmm.
and Lyft had those big SUVs because we had 4 or 5 freaking bags that
Oh, yeah.
I had to lug around.
Yeah.
Are you guys on there, or is that a competitor? Or?
We're not on there, and that's a consideration. We haven't quite figured out how that all works yet, but that would probably be a consideration going forward.
Yeah. It saved me.
Yeah,
It saved me.
Yeah.
I mean, I eventually broke down and rented a car, but that Lyft, man, they show up, they
Mhm.
go, but it's wherever you're at, may or
Yeah.
may not work,
yeah. It's a consideration, we just haven't quite
But let's
looked at that.
keep Garcia's going.
Yes.
That's what we like
Let's
to
stick with
do.
Garcia. That's where the profit's made and service provided.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you guys' time. I thank you very much.
I appreciate you
No.
having us on.
And if there's anything else I can do, you guys let me know.
Okay.
And have a fantastic day.
Thank
God
you,
bless.
you too. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
All
Yes,
right,
it
guys.
was.
Well,